Hi guys, welcome back to the Girl Talk podcast. It's your girl Pi, and today we have a special episode because we will be talking about stereotypes about women. Except today we are going to have a guest with us. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Lilly Jane. I'm French American. I live in Morocco currently. I've been to many countries, and I'm so happy that I'm here with the beautiful Aya.
Thank you so much. So, can you tell us what do you know about stereotypes about women?
So, what I know about stereotypes around women is that women have so many roles around the world that they change from a country to other based on beliefs, religion, cultural background, ethnicity, and no one really gets to know what a woman is or treat women like what she deserves to be treated like.
Exactly. Women today in general face a lot of problems due to harassment at work or underestimating from other classmates or coworkers. So what do you think? Yes?
Exactly.
Yeah, so what do you think are the most common stereotypes about women that you hear today?
That a woman plays in the kitchen and that a woman should just serve her husband, have a home, clean, raise children, stay home, and she can't have her own life. She should be beaten to death by her husband, and she still should shut up so she would be called a good woman.
Exactly, like society has this idea that a woman's place is only in the kitchen and she's only useful in it. So what do you think is the most harmful stereotype about women? Like, is there something specific, or are all stereotypes harmful?
In general, all stereotypes are harmful. All stereotypes should not be existent. But the worst stereotype is that women should not be studied. That's worse than cooking or cleaning or raising children. Because even raising children can be a choice. You can be happy, but education is really important.
Yes. Have you ever personally been affected by a stereotype about women?
Not really, but sometimes that be even we play soccer back in America, girls play soccer or football in soccer or volleyball or basketball. Person no, you should not be studying that. You should not be playing football. You should go learn something, learn how to raise children, learn how to be a wife. I don't really understand what you mean by be a wife. Because wives have standards when men are just don't have standards.
Exactly, but why do you think certain stereotypes about women exist in the first place? Why are they there?
I think it's because of religion. I don't say that religion is bad, but I think it's because of men who miss to learn religion, who think that the religion is meant just for women and not for men. Religion actually, in fact, make really big places for women. Religion make good place for women. Religion meant to make life for both men and women good. But lately and nowadays we notice that men make religion just about women. They can do whatever they want to women. For example, in Islam, second the woman is not wearing a hijab. She is treated badly. She is probably just sometimes beaten, and it's so bad.
But what about non-religious countries like the US? I'm pretty sure stereotypes about women exist in the US too, but I don't think it's just about Islam. It's other religions, or maybe non-religious countries have those too. What do you think?
news yesterday, and I like heard that the Prophet Muhammad, before he died, he went to like do something called, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but he went to talk to the people about two things: prayer, and women. He was like insisting on to treat women good. But if we went to the non-religion side, we're gonna think it's about maybe male's ego. Male want to like be more powerful, to have
Exactly, yeah.
keep things better. So it's about the male's ego.
So, how do stereotypes usually impact girls during their school years?
Sometimes girls do not get the best opportunities like men. For example, girls can go to the library like men. Girls can feel comfortable sometimes when boys are super touchy or something. They do not feel comfy, so they stop coming to school sometimes, and that's affecting their school year. And of course, that's so bad, and they would get bad grades.
I agree, but do you think social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, do they reinforce or challenge stereotypes about women? Do you think if women keep posting about this on social media, will they get even more hate or are they going to challenge these stereotypes?
They won't get more hate. People would be more civilized than not, and people would actually learn more about what the women is, learn more about things like stereotypes. For example, there's an influencer named Ricky. She's a woman, and she does not defend only women. She defends also trans women who are also women. They should also get their rights. For example, a trans woman can't go to the male's bathroom because she won't feel comfortable, and also she can't go to the normal girl's bathroom because girls won't feel comfortable. So what about let's give them their bathrooms? And also sometimes when trans women go to a male jail, so bad, they don't feel comfortable, they get harassed by men, sometimes even raped by men.
Yeah, so,
So the influencer Ricky
uh-huh.
defends women. She talks about this. She gives examples, reality examples for women who got raped or harassed or anything that has relationship with this woman. And
So if you look at it from another perspective, social media will be like social media platforms in general can be a place for women to speak up and like help break these stereotypes and everything. But what about entertainment? Do you think the entertainment industry plays a role in shaping stereotypes about women, like movies, series, anything?
I think a movie or a stereo can help or can be against or can be with women sometimes. If a movie talks about how women should also get a work job, she can go to school, she can do whatever she wants, her body, her choice. That would be nice. But sometimes in some movies, we see like Afghani movies, we see that woman, she was not covered. She like did not stay home. But she did not serve her husband or and her kids. She did not like follow some kind of standards. She's not good. No, that's bad. She should not be like that.
Can you give me an example? Do you know like a movie or a series that you like that helped or challenged stereotypes about women?
I don't like really know the name of that movie, but it's an Afghani movie. No, it's Iranian, not Afghani, sorry. It's about an Iranian man who married an American woman, and they tricked her and told her to come to visit Iran. And when she came to visit Iran, he was planning to dance Iran, and Iran is bad for women. And second, like when she showed it, when she arrived to Iran, women tried to cover her, he beated her and everything. But that's so bad because Irani and Muslim culture is not like that. Women should not learn how to, should not cover themselves forcefully. That's her choice. And the woman should not be beaten by her husband. That's her body, and he has no choice, he has no right to beat her or anything. So that movie shows how women should be like, and they showed that she ran away and that she hated religion after that, and that's so bad. You should not hate religion.
I know that movie, like, I love it. It's so famous on TikTok. And also, I think that movie also played a role in like breaking the stereotype of women about how they're fearful and they cannot like face challenges in their life. It actually helped change the stereotype if you look at it that way. But do you think stereotypes about women in general improved or worsened over the last decade? Do you think women are doing a great job in breaking these stereotypes?
Yeah, women are doing a really, really great job in breaking these stereotypes. For example, Malala Yousafzai, she's a woman. She has no books. She found the government is right, but unfortunately, women in Afghanistan still get bad. They are still treated. They cannot like continue after sixth grade, I think. And if their husband beaten them, they will not like just report him because they still should prove to the judge, male judge, that their husband beaten them while still wearing a police shop. And in case they manage to like prove it to them, they should come with a mahram, and in most cases it's their husband. And in case they manage to like report him and everything, he'll get 15 days maximum in jail. And Malala Yousafzai, she made books, many books about this, where she like supports women's rights, supports women, supports other girls, supports human rights.
Yeah, I think she did a really good job, and she's such a role model for a lot of women, a lot of young girls all over the world. But why do you think women often are expected to be more emotional than men? Why do you think that stereotypes exists?
I'm not sure in no way stereotypes exist, but I think, as I said in the beginning, it's because of a male ego. The male ego may appear big and strong, but the second a little thing is said and he sees himself that he's getting stuck or something, he'll keep assaulting women. For example, if you're having an argument with a man and you manage to like win the argument, he's like, "You're just a woman, you should go to the kitchen." And why that? Like, what's the standards? Why she's supposed to go to the kitchen and not him?
Exactly. Like, and sometimes that kind of control and like manipulation can also affect their jobs and their career opportunities. What do you think about the stereotypes? How do stereotypes affect women's careers and opportunities and leadership positions?
Sometimes women with higher grades at job and higher grades at life, she gets less salary than men who like have less. They should be paid less or just like her, and yet she is paid more than her. It's not based on her skill, it's just based on his gender. Like, why this?
Yes, the pay gap is like getting worse because apparently there's this new study that showed like for every dollar that a man gets paid, a woman gets paid like 79 cents. And that shows how much like there's like a huge injustice in the like workplace system that still affects women to this day. Like, it's not something like that we faced like 2 decades ago or something. This is still happening to this day.
Yeah, and nowadays even ChatGPT do these stereotypes. For example, if you like when Joyman asks him to make you a man or a women career, ask him to like do 5 men careers and 5 women careers. He'll show you that a man is more successful than a woman. Why? And it's AI. It's not even a human, it's AI. And yet he knows these stereotypes are about a human or about these generation who are growing up. Gen Z and everything. Why?
You know why? Because AI is just a program, and who programmed it? It's men. Like the Open AI CEO is a man. Like obviously, the programs in ChatGPT are going to be programmed. It's not like self-generated or anything.
Yeah, and I don't like think that a man would tell ChatGPT to like go ahead and show a man is better than a woman, show a man more successful than a woman, and I think it's based on ChatGPT or OpenAI's more like it's based on his I don't know say it in English. I just know it.
Like I get it. It's not directly programmed, but it's deeply rooted into the way AI is shaped to think. It's not something you can easily just
Yeah,
fix.
exactly.
Speaking of technology, what stereotype exists about women in STEM, like such as science or technology? Do you think there are stereotypes in science or technology that affect women?
I don't think that science and technology affects women. I think that science and technology are made to show that woman is more successful, not more successful than men, but it's made to show that she's equal to a man. Because in my beliefs, no woman is better than a man and no man is better than a woman. Both of them are equals and both of them are made to complete each other.
And the goal here is to fight for equality, right?
Yeah, right.
And just
I
because,
don't hate
yeah,
women and I don't hate men. I don't
exactly,
hate women and I don't hate men. I hate stereotypes and I hate men who believe that these stereotypes.
exactly. So how can
And nowadays,
yeah,
I-
how can stereotypes affect women's confidence and self-esteem, knowing that the gap in the pay exists and a toxic environment, like from the couples and everything? How can this kind of stereotypes affect women's confidence and self-esteem?
I think that if a woman saw that all the communities, all the world hates women, she won't sometimes even like try to appear in public or something. She's just get closed up on herself. She'll go to her room, she'll close the door, and she'll start obeying men. She'll get beaten by him, and then she won't do anything. She'll have like minimum 6 kids, and yet her husband will still force her to give him more kids. And I think that it will very, very like what the society think will really affect her badly, like negatively.
Yeah, like stereotypes have like a deeper effect than we think. They affect a woman's mental health. They affect like the way maybe she even thinks, because they're deeply rooted into the way society treats women. Uh, Speaking of that, what is a stereotype about women that people rarely talk about? People actually don't talk about it enough.
I think there are stereotypes that people don't think enough is that a woman is more emotional or a woman is like she's more synthetic than men, and that's super wrong. A woman was never more synthetic and the man was never more synthetic. It's in the brain, and the brain is the one that gets emotions, and the man's brain is the same as the woman's brain. So like there's literally no difference between that at all.
You know, in my opinion, what I think happens, it's because the way both genders express their emotions is different. Women usually express their anger and sadness through tears, but meanwhile, men express it through yelling, maybe breaking things. And women's tears are considered a weakness, but meanwhile, the men's fists are considered a strength. So just because they express like their emotions differently doesn't mean that women are more sensitive. What do you think?
Exactly. As I said, male's ego is super sensitive.
Yeah.
The second he loses an argument, he starts breaking dishes, beating, throwing fists randomly. not like
Exactly.
grown-up adults.
Like children like are told to stop crying like little girls, and little boys are told they're men from like a really young age. So are men not supposed to cry? They literally have it in their nature. Why are we fighting somebody's nature?
Yeah, exactly. Emotions are so natural. It's so healthy to cry, to like get your emotions to come out of you, especially if you're talking to someone who like know who are you, know how you trust. And I think nowadays men are not raised to be grown-up adults. They are raised to not look like women, to not be like women.
Exactly. But what do you think women face different stereotypes based on their age, race, or socioeconomic background? Like, for example, if a woman is like from Europe and or like if she's rich, is she going to face different stereotypes than a woman living in Africa who's poor?
I think, as I said in the beginning, it's rooted to to the ethnicity and background culture, right? For example, in European countries, in medieval countries, and Desi countries, and African countries, and all countries,
Mm.
women like used to be treated badly. They could not like get education. They cannot get a bank account. Bank account did not exist, but they cannot have their own properties,
Yeah.
and they were treated as like they don't have a brain. They can't think properly, and that they needed men to guide them, to show them the right way. And I think it's based on what society thinks, not what a woman is or anything.
And honestly, in my opinion, I think the change can start from our homes. Like, how do you think parents can help their children avoid developing gender stereotypes? Like, how do you think parents can treat their sons versus their daughters to help avoid developing these gender stereotypes?
For example,
Mm-hmm.
a woman can also study, and parents should teach their sons how to do chores, how to clean after themselves, how to cook for themselves, how to take care of themselves, how to treat women. Like I don't think like they should learn how to be treated. They should learn how to treat women. But I think is that they should treat a boy as they treat a woman. Like they should not say to a girl, just clean after him. He's a boy, and they should not say to a boy, let your don't let your sister do this, or just don't clean after your sister is gonna do that. And sometimes even a brother beats his sister just because she had
Yeah.
a couch or something, or she talked loudly, or she laughed loudly, or she sat on a way he did not like.
And unfortunately, that's a reality for like many people. But what do you think schools can do to address these stereotypes? Do you think schools can do anything to help?
Yeah, they also should like do the same thing parents should do as well. Teach that women and the men are equals, that women and the men should be treated the same way. That women and the men are the same creator. No matter what happened, they are the same creatures. Both of them are
Yeah. Do you think stereotypes can seem slightly positive, and if so, can they still be harmful? Do you think there's a positive way of looking to
stereotypes.
stereotypes?
Stereotypes were never ever positive, even if it was in another topic, like for example in religions or in cultures or anything. Stereotypes is never positive, it's always harmful. For example, in another topic like Romanians are thieves, the Romanians are not thieves. Or for example, Moroccan are witches, Moroccan women are not witches. Or American girls are mean, they are not very mean. Or French people judge you for your clothing, they do not judge you for your clothing. So stereotypes were never meant to be positive, they are always harmful, they always meant to make you to give you a wrong and fake idea about someone or something.
Yeah, I feel like it's just the way we judge women that keeps us from developing as a society. Like if we just stop caring about what people think and stop like helping these stereotypes form, if we judge based on them, we can like develop so much more as a society. So what do you think are the first steps that we can do as a society to reduce these stereotypes? Is there anything we can do together?
As I said, raise your son, teach your daughters. That's
Yes.
what we should do.
A final question. If you could eliminate one stereotype about women forever, which would it be and why?
Woman should not obey men. A woman can do whatever she wants. She's a human being. She can think. The only time a woman should like obey a man is when she like obeys her father, and not the bad kind of obey. It's
Yeah.
like the kind of eat your meal or wear a scarf. Not scarf, like not hijab, scarf. Wear a scarf. It's cold outside, or wear your coat. But
Yeah.
any other way, she should not obey another man except her father. And if he was touching boundaries, if he was crossing boundaries, she should not obey him at all.
Why do you think that stereotype became in the first place of women having to obey men?
I don't know, but I think it's based on before the 50s when like men used to work and women were housewives, and then I don't like have a clear idea about it, but I think men used to like say I provide for you, and that's how the stereotype of men provide, women obey started.
I think it's like way deeper than that, because nowadays men still force their like wives to contribute financially to the finances in like the house, but yet they still expect them to like obey even when they ask for like a 50-50, like if you get what I mean. They still expect women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
men ask for a 50-50, and yet they keep yelling and telling women that they provide. If they wanted 50-50, then they should provide everything, not just what they want, like 50-50 works whatever they want. Sometimes a man uses a woman's savings without her permission, or uses her inheritance money without her permission. Sometimes he sells her jewelry, sells her gold, sells like anything. Sometimes he forces her to quit her job just so he have more control over her.
Exactly. And to sum it up, so basically, stereotypes about women are like generally rooted deeply into society, and there's nothing we can do except if we all start change now. How can we start change? We basically have to like prove ourselves as women and protest and not go easy on our rights. Once we go easy, our rights are never secured, and just because we have rights today doesn't mean we're gonna have them tomorrow. So we need to fight for what we deserve and what we are worth. So thank you so much for being with us today. That was such a fun episode. Do you have any last message for our listeners?
And for dear listeners, I just want to say that you should respect women and respect men equally. Don't respect women and don't like treat men badly, and don't treat women badly. Both women and men are equals. They are meant to complete each other. None of them is complete and none of them is incomplete. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. So that was like a 30-minute podcast. It is currently like 6:30 p.m. the 6th of June 2026, live to you from Agadir, Morocco. So thank you guys for listening to the Girl Talk podcast, and bye.